Hi, welcome. My name is Janelle, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this adorable cherry keychain. So all you're going to need for supplies is worsted weight yarn in red and green, a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a needle to weave in your ends, a small amount of fiber fill, and then some sort of keychain hardware. So either a ring or a clip. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the cherries, obviously using the red yarn. And we'll make 2 of these. So to start off, I'm going to do 6 single crochet in a magic circle. And if you don't know how to do the magic circle technique, I will leave a link to my tutorial both up in the corner and down in the description below. So from here, I'm going to increase in each stitch around. So that's going to bring us from 6 stitches up to 12. The next row will be 1 single crochet and then an increase, and just do that all the way around. So that'll bring us from 12 up to 18 stitches. So that's 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet in the second stitch, and then just repeat. 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. That was the last row of increases, so the next 3 rows are each going to be 18 stitches. So after you've completed your 3 rows of 18 stitches, we're going to start on the decrease rows. So we're going to go from 18 stitches down to 12. So we're going to do 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease, and repeat that around. At this point, we can start adding fiber fill. So the end you can just tuck inside, and then just add a little bit of your fiber fill. You don't want to add too much because that'll make it difficult to do the next row. So it doesn't have to be packed super tight. And then the next row is just going to be decreases all the way around, so we're taking it from 12 stitches down to 6. So now we can cut the end of our yarn, just leaving a little bit of a tail. And you can slip the end through the loop. And if you want to add a little bit more fiber fill, you can do so now. And I usually just use the end of my crochet hook to push it in there. So now all we have left to do to finish off our cherry is to gather up the last few stitches and bind it off. So just take your needle and thread on your yarn. And then you just need to run the needle through each of the stitches. And then pull it tight to gather them all together. And if you have any of the little fibers from inside sticking out, you can just pull them out so you don't have little fluffy white bits. And then the last thing we need to do is just tie a knot. And then you can just run your needle through the inside, pull it through, and snip off the end. So that's the first cherry finished, and you can just repeat those steps to make a second one. So I'm just going to do that quickly off camera, and then I will jump back in and show you how to make the stem and the leaf. So cherry number 2 is done. And next up, we're going to do the stem. So taking my green yarn, same crochet hook as before, and you're going to want to leave a little bit of a tail because we're going to need that to stitch onto the cherries. So I'm going to start with a slip knot, put that on my crochet hook, and then we're going to chain 13. So then from there, we're going to count back 5 chains and do slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to create a little loop. And then we're going to chain another 8. And then again, we want to leave a bit of a tail. Turn that off. And then just slip the end through your last chain and pull that tight. So that's going to be the stem pieces. So next up, we're going to do the leaf. And again, I'm going to start by doing a slip knot. And then I'm going to chain 9. And then I'm going to do a slip stitch in the second chain from my hook. And then I'm just going to work back down the chain. So in the next chain, I'm going to do a single crochet. And then a half double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, another half double, single, and then slip into the last chain. So then from there, I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to work down the other side of the chain. So in the first chain, again, we're just going to do a slip stitch. And then a single crochet, a half double, 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 half double, single, and then end with a slip. So from here we're going to make a loop, so chain 5, and then slip into the top chain here. And then you can trim off the end of the yarn, and then you can just pull that all the way through and tighten it up. And then from here we can just weave in the ends. So again, just grab your needle and thread on your yarn. And then turn over your project and you can just weave the ends through a few of the stitches on the back of the leaf. Pull that through. And just trim off the end. And do that for the other one as well. So all that's left to do now is to assemble everything. So we'll just need to attach the stem to the cherries. So again, I'm just going to thread my yarn onto my needle. And we can go in through the top of the cherry. Then just loop the yarn around. Tie a little knot. And then again, you can go down through the center and pull your yarn through. And then just snip off the end. So that's one attached. And then just do the same thing on the other side. So then the final step is to just put it on your keychain. And again, I have this little clip style. If you're using a ring like this, you can just separate it and thread your cherry stem and your leaf on that way. Because I have this clip style, it's easier just to put it on this way. So I'm just going to open this up, put the loop from my cherry stem on there, and then my leaf on top of that. And then that's a completed keychain. So let me know in the comments down below what you've thought of this project. If you liked it, give the video a thumbs up. We've just hit 500 subscribers, so I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far. And if you haven't, please do consider joining us. I would love for you to stick around. If you want to check out more of my videos, I will leave a couple of links here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.